All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
There we go. Wide in. 26. Here we go. 26. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. 26.
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
26.
All right, man, bring it in tight, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the season. Not a single mental mistake. That's the type of practice championship teams have. Keep it up.
26. Here we go, here we go. 180. 26. 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 Hey, here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 118. 118. Here we go. 118. 118. Hey, here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go, here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. Here we go. 118. 118. Here we go. 118. 118. Hey, here we go. 118. 118. Hey, here we go. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. 118.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
118. Here we go. 118. 118. Hey, here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. Here we go. 118. 118. Here we go. Here we go. 118. 118. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. 118. Hey, here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. 180. 118. Here we go. Here we go. 180. 118. What is it?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, like 20!
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, it's Grant. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular.
Check, 48's the mic. Now watch one.
Regular.
Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Get that ball. Gun.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And all the way down to the 37. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. 59. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mark 54. I got one.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Stills. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. Wide in.
Check 52 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't know no better.
They run the counter. It's Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. Wide in.
Check, check.
Here we go. Going to 52.
Here we go.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go. At their own 39-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Park. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Parker unable to get that one. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He was brought down by
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
They gonna need some therapy.
Here's Grant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Check, check, block 54, block 54.
Come on. You better bring it.
Check, check, lucky. Strong.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Take 20!
54! Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle here to Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
At the 38-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
50. Check, watch the car. Hey, that's scared.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give, right side. Grant. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go back to Grant. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 20.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Elliott running right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Pollard going to try the right side, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
There you go.
What's the run? They're running it. Tighten up, tighten up.
A give to Elliott running left. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On third down, Elliott. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
A first down throw for Prescott. Caught left side by Cowell. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 1-8.
Check, 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Here we go. 1-8.
59. Exit.
Here we go. Going to 53.
Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59.
26.
Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, 180. We're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go ahead.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Greer. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Will Greer in at quarterback. His pass complete to number 38. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Greer. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 50 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue there. Blue there.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 20. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Stills. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
It's
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Miami.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down.
Let's go. Mike by 5.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Throwing here. Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And this is caught at the 8. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
March 43. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, we have
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Regular.
Here we go. Mike.
Bravo.
Mike 50.
No.
On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
55.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Dolphins 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right 80. Right there. 54 Mike.
Jim, go Jim.
What we got? Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Fitzpatrick now. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Jim.
That's me.
Hustle up.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Left.
On 4th down, Fitzpatrick, he's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Mike 52. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Check Mike. Check Mike. 52.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Hey,
Ready?
check Mike 54. Mike,
Kill.
I got you, pop.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down to the end zone. Fitzpatrick sacked, and that's a safety. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.